Hey everyone, it's Jason here with a new update for FireJumpers Inferno, and I've got a great one. I've been working on waypoints and just kind of reintroducing them. I had them before, I took them out, and I'm adding them back in, and they're also improved. So we can place them, we can change circuits and owners, and we'll all get into that. Before we get into waypoints, I did update this information where it does kind of show the information right away, just SH5, shrub number 5, and the background information color is that of, like if I click here and change the texture, it matches that of the color. So it kind of gives you some extra information as you move around, and you can see the different types of terrain. Yeah, so let's take an area here. Um, all right, so oh, it looks like there's a previous forest fire over here. Something going on. That looks all burnt. All right, so the way it works, to place a waypoint, you can either do it via the menu and go like this and add one. And for those who are new to waypoints, if you get a whole bunch of waypoints put together, they create a circuit, and aircraft can automatically follow that circuit when they're in autopilot. And it's a great way to manage multiple aircraft as a single individual. So the way it works, you can change the altitude by clicking here and going up and down, and the speed at which you want the airplane to go at. So by the time it reaches this point. So there are different types. You can click up here. This is normal. We have an idle one, which creates a sphere, and the idea is that the airplanes will go in a circle pattern. So it's a holding pattern. So if they are full of water but have not received any instructions yet to where to drop the water, they can accumulate here and get in queue. There's also the trigger one. The trigger is the one that when you press the go button, it releases the next aircraft in that queue, which is kind of cool. The other one is the idle water pump. This one is the same thing as an idle one, but it releases the unit once it's full of water. So you kind of use these ones to put in the corners or on the side of the map where units can go off screen for a little bit and come back on. And once it's full of water, it will then leave that post and continue on. So there's that one. And then there's a regular water pump and a water drop. And a water drop is when the aircraft reaches this one, it will trigger to drop its water. Yeah, so that's so you can place them manually, but I've got a new way. Grab an aircraft, and as you fly, you can place waypoints by holding the letter F and holding it for 1 second. So let's take a look. We're going to come over here. We're at 400 kilometers an hour, and let's press F. There we go. So now it just dropped one at the speed and everything already, which is a great way to create a circuit. So now let's say I'm going to come down over here, get another one. Reduce the speed even more. Right now. Increase the game speed just so it still feels like I'm moving here. That's probably here. That's good. F. Now this plane doesn't hold that much, so I'll just wait a little second and then put another F here. Increase speed. Alright. Now we're going to come over here and we're going to create a holding pattern on here. So let's bring down the speed. Gain speed as well. So let's say right here, we're going to create one, and we're going to go to the idle state. And now we're going to grab the aircraft. So move towards it. Press the previous one. Got to get a little bit closer. It always goes to the nearest one. Here we go. All right. So I press the letter V to turn into autopilot. So now the plane will begin to follow this sphere, um, and it will go into a holding pattern. Here we go. Right, if I kind of look at it. And this sphere kind of indicates, because you can have multiple units going around at the same time, but the sphere one means that this is the next airplane in queue. So let's create a fire over here just to oh, you know what? Before I start a fire, let's add a few more airplanes. Grab another one. Oh, and let's grab another one. Grab another BE. All right. So now they're all going to go. I think I'm just going to verify these just to make sure. I like to bring down the speed. Just keeps it. Make sure that the airplanes can pick up that water. All right, now let's create a fire. Let's give it a little bit bigger one more time. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so now this guy's in a holding pattern, and once he's released, I'm going to want him to come to this one, reduce its speed completely, and get ready to drop. So it takes a minute to kind of get these things lined up. And then create another one, bring that low. Now here you gotta kind of estimate a little bit. You need a little bit of physics here just to make sure that the buttons, let's go another hour here just because it's on the edge here. Okay. And we'll create another one. We'll line that up. And again, reduce the speed and the height. Okay. And then we'll go over here. And now this one will be a trigger. So we're going to change that one, not to an idle, but to a trigger. Okay. And then it should go back to number one. Maybe increase the speed here to this one. Okay. All right. So now I have a number of aircraft that are coming, but this one right here, if I press the go button, it will release it from the idle one. And even though the go button is several behind, it will go back and find the next idle post. You can have multiple idle posts, but you need multiple triggers to trigger each one. So the airplanes are coming. Let's increase the game speed a little bit. All right, so this guy's coming. We should line this up. Now, again, here, I put it a little bit behind the line because I want it to drop here, but because the airplane speed, it's going to take a little bit of time for it to reach the ground, so I got to consider that as well. So let's see here. There we go. Oh, yeah, nice drop. Okay, so this one's gone, and it's doing its thing, and I've got 3 more in the waiting, but it's not coming right away because I need to readjust this. So let's come over here, get this guy. That should be good. Click on the go button, and the next airplane is coming. That's great. And that is how you can handle multiple units at the same time, right? Um, right, so that is, basically how it kind of works. It's a nice little system, hopefully. And again, you can create all of these posts while flying, just to be able to. Oh, look at that! I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't quite right. Let's go over here. this one, this guy, and let's bring the next one over. All right. Oh, should time that a little bit better, but I think he should still be able to turn around properly. And meanwhile, the rest are doing their thing, and I don't have to worry about it. I mean, you do need to adjust. I mean, it's not completely automatic because you do have to line these guys up uh, just right. So, all right, let's see what happens. Nice. Does look like it bounced off of this one. I'm gonna have to fix that. I don't know if anybody noticed it, but that was kind of interesting. So I gotta take a look. But anyways, overall works pretty well. Um, and that is how you create your circuits. So I've got some new ones, and yeah, let me know what you think. Give it a try. And this is a beta version, so take a look at the description. There will be some download links for a PC and a Mac version. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much and have a great day.